Oh, hello, everybody. I am Robyn. That's T over there who's not talking again until her mic gets up. So I'm here to introduce our podcast today. God help us. Um, we got a lot to talk about. I will say that we're not going to talk about the draft because everybody and their brother is talking about the draft, and we're just not going to do it. So I don't know. Are you up yet, sister? No, you're not. Oh my God, listen to you. So I guess I'll just have to start this podcast without you. Woo, that could be trouble. Look at you. You're still not there yet. What the heck? Okay, so I'll go over
What is
basically.
happening?
Oh, thank God.
Okay, I'm back.
God,
I
you
don't know.
hear me?
It's getting longer and longer. I'm over here, like, come on,
Are you
come
listening to
on,
me
come on.
blab? Did
It's
you hear
just
me blab?
I think I gotta get a new laptop. I did. You did great. You did great. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's off season. It's the
It's
off
off
season.
season. I said we're not talking about the
But like
draft.
Robyn said, this is tea time with Robyn.
We're not
No, we're
talking.
not. We're definitely not talking about the draft. I am T. She is Robyn. This is Tea Time with Robyn. We are on the Build in Buffalo Network. Go over there and check out some amazing content over there. I don't know if it's Monday through Sunday because, again, like I said, it's the off season. But let's get into it. We are not talking about the draft. We're not. But
I'm already done with it. Hey,
yeah, I'm
draft
done too.
Dexter
Yes.
Lawrence. Draft over. Trade for Dexter Lawrence, not draft him, but say trade for Dexter Lawrence, and then the draft can be finished. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I love you. You said get Dexter Lawrence and drafts over. I'm with you. Trade those picks. Do whatever you need to do with the picks. Bye. What's up, Sandra? Yeah,
Sandra, the nose tackle of my dreams.
he is. But I'll say this about the draft. Okay, I'll say this. What? Apparently, there are some good nose tackles in this draft.
Yeah, there are.
Will they be ready to step in there? I don't know.
Caden McDaniel.
Yeah.
Just saying. He's there at 26. I think he would be a perfect fit. But again, Dexter Lawrence comes already prepared, and we know what he can.
But he wants a big check, though.
But Joe Marino on Locked On Bill said we can afford him.
Oh, really? I haven't.
He did. He said we can restructure a few contracts, and we could do it.
You know what is so funny, Robyn?
What?
I haven't listened to any Bills podcasts, really.
Good for you.
I've checked out.
We've checked out. Let's just say this straight up. We've checked out, which is why, to be honest, we have taken a few weeks off, and it was necessary. It was necessary. We needed to clear our heads, flush last season, get ready to think about this season, and we'll be ready to roll. So
yeah, I mean, and so getting on to that, the Bills are ready to roll. They started their OTA workout program last week. Josh Allen did show up. I haven't seen any more pictures of Josh Allen, but he was there for the phase. And only with this phase is lifting weights and conditioning. Not too much going on there. So was you surprised to see Josh Allen?
I was. To be honest, I thought maybe he'd skip the first week at least. The first week is generally just that, the boys hee ha ha and in the weight room and pushing a few sleds around, and that's about it. Although I do have to say I laughed because I have been listening to some podcasts this week, one of which was the Bill Squad, and Jerry Ostrowski said the best thing of all about OTAs. He said, don't forget to bring your fishing rod, because the only thing that matters during OTAs is that you finish up whatever the tawdry things you have to do in the weight room or whatever, and then you go fishing. And you fish.
Really?
Yes, he even said fishing 18 Mile Creek, which is not far from where I was born and raised. And you go steelhead fishing. And
Oh, okay.
you have a lot of fun during OTAs. You don't basically you don't take it too seriously.
Cool.
I
I
haven't
figured
heard
as such. You know, you don't do
really.
too much.
Sean McDermott used to make a big stink about attendance at OTAs. And I don't know about Joe Brady. Have you heard anything about attendance? I have not heard
No,
a
but I
word.
know like several players attended, several, like more than half of the team was there. The only people that I know that weren't there was James Cook and I wrote it down. I can't remember who else was not there, but not a big deal. Like Keon Coleman was there, Schaefer's was there, the running backs were there, the O line was there. I don't think Deion Dawkins was there. I don't think Deion Dawkins was there. I could be wrong. But yeah, so
Well, that's good. They need to be together because we have a new
DJ Moore
right.
was there.
A new
So
head coach on defense, a new system. So even though they can't go into the training part of it in the new system, they can hand out the books and they can start talking about some of these plays and what's going to be different on defense this year compared to last year, because it's going to be just about everything.
I like the way you segue there. Great segue.
Didn't
Speaking
for
of
you.
the defense and some news that came out that Greg Rousseau will be switching from defensive end to outside linebacker per Brandon Beane. I know for some this is maybe not new, but we're going to talk about it. And I like it. With
Talk
the
to
new
me.
defense, the 3-4, 5 men up front. Like this is going. So if you need to know really what Gregory Rousseau said about this defense, go and listen to Sal's house. And he has Greg Rousseau on the show. And he speaks to him about being more of an outside linebacker and how he's never played the position, but he's excited about it, and how he's excited about this defense. You can hear in these players how excited they are to change this defense up now. You can hear
You can hear it in their voice. Rousseau, I wonder, he's never played the position, but when I think about him and what attributes that he has, I think he's made for this role. I absolutely believe that he's made for this role. I think he's going to play better in this role than he's ever played.
Yeah. Speaking of playing a player is meant for this role. They asked him too, who do you think will take the next step in this scheme that's being changed? And he said Solomon. Javon Solomon.
Really?
Yeah, because he's athletic, his body type. So, I mean, if you guys want an in-depth conversation, please go to Sal's house.
Yeah,
It's a really good interview. So I lied. Okay, I lied. I listened to one, and Sal was one I listened to. And Sal's not really into I can't say he's not into the nuts and bolts of the Buffalo Bills, because he is when it's involved in the Bills and the Bills season. But the off season is when you get the inside of the guys, the players. So I did. My apologies. I did listen to one. It was Sal, and I love Sal's content. I know, right? I'm sorry. But other than that, because I'm a stickler. Like when we're doing our pod, I do not for that week. I try not to get a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Because I want my own thoughts. I want us to have our own thoughts when we're talking about the Bills. I don't want nobody else's, you know what I mean? So yeah.
And if I have someone else's thoughts, I try to credit them, right? Like
absolutely. Like I did, absolutely.
Marino on Locked On Bills. I listen to him all the time and I quote him all the time. I think that's a good thing.
Interesting, John.
What do we got? Only
John
one
said
Landon Jackson. Oh God. Okay. Well, that would be. I'm worried about Landon Jackson. I kind of would like to package him up in a trade somehow.
Yeah. Because I think that definitely was a Sean McDermott thing. I just did not see Landon Jackson on this team. I didn't understand the pick.
Yeah. Let alone now with a different defense. I don't think
Yeah.
this is a scheme that suits him. If they put him
Right.
in the 4-eye, he's got to get bigger. It's yeah, I agree. It's
Yeah.
dicey. It's really
Yeah,
dicey.
for
But
sure.
Greg Rousseau, getting back to Greg,
Hmm.
I believe the best is yet to come from him. I think we're going to see
Yeah.
another level from Greg Rousseau that we haven't seen in the past.
Hmm.
And it's because of the way that Leonard has this see ball, get ball, right?
Hmm.
His
Hmm.
his defense is predicated more on attacking, attacking,
Right.
attacking,
Yes.
where McDermott's was more about strategy and positioning and it was very complicated. You just ask the
Hmm.
safeties that would come in and have to play in Sean McDermott's defense and learn it. It's
Yep.
extremely complicated. I think this is not necessarily the case with Jim Leonard. His
Hmm.
defense is more predicated on here's where you're going to be on this play, and here's what I want you to do. And you
Hmm.
don't have to
Yeah.
overthink stuff. And I think that's critical to be able to just go out there and play free. We used to hear Sean McDermott talk all the time about playing free, but playing
Yes.
free in his defense was another whole animal.
Yeah. I mean, you could see some guys thinking out there, and you didn't want
Yes.
to. Great example is Tremaine Edmonds. He
Yes.
never I mean, Leslie Frazier, the 1 year when he came into offseason, going into the regular season, he said the only thing that I want Gregory to do, or not Gregory, Tremaine Edwards to do is just to play fast and not think about it. And that was that was his downfall. He would think too much. And you
Mhm.
can't really do that when you're playing football. You just have to go, so.
Hope so. I'm thinking that being free of that, oh my God, I'm going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. We
Right.
yelled at the coach. That has to go away. That has
Yeah.
to go away. And I think that it will.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Greg Rousseau.
Okay.
But I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I can't wait to
Hmm.
see what he's going to do with this new defense because I think he has another gear.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Also staying on Brandon Bean, he also had some words for Keon Coleman. He said if Keon Coleman just takes care of his stuff off the court and he shows up and keeps showing up, he's going to be good. Keon is on our football team. He's not just going to be pushed aside. Also, too, it came out, and I've been saying this ever since Keon got drafted to the Buffalo Bills. He should be working with Stevie Johnson. I don't understand why that wasn't a connection for most people. I've been saying it, but I'm a little pod. We're a little pod. Our voices is not that magnified. But I've been saying it since he got drafted that he should have been automatically teamed up with Stevie Johnson. Come on.
Right. Because who could teach him the more unconventional routes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Stevie was anything but conventional. And it honestly
Right.
looks like Keon could be the same way because he's not a precise route runner. It's never going to be his thing. So, where does he stand the best chance? Playing more
Mm-hmm.
like Stevie Johnson
Right.
and less like Dalton,
Basketball, quick
right?
steps, all of that.
Yes, all of it. All of it. I think it's a good match. And Stevie is a laid back dude. I think he can
Mm-hmm.
speak his language. I think he can get Keon to relax a little bit because I think Keon gets in his own head too much.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think this is a plus, 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 plus.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. I just don't understand why it took 3 years for it to happen. Stevie was asking for it last season as well. He was like, I don't know who I have to talk to, but I need to, get in the training room with Keon Coleman. And I'm like, yes, thank you. I even text Stevie, hey, buddy, what's going on? Why aren't you training with Keon Coleman. Like, I get it. It was oh my God, who was it? Andre Reed, I think it was. Why is Andre Reed training Keon? No disrespect to Andre. I know how y'all feel about the legends. I get it. But me personally, Stevie Johnson.
Makes the most sense.
Perfect fit.
Yeah. Absolutely makes the most sense. And
John had a question, and you know what? That's a good question.
It is a good question. I wonder if Cedric
what are they doing?
Will be traded now. It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. Mm-hmm. It makes me wonder because there's been some positions that haven't been addressed yet. You know, usually Brandon Beane likes to have the house in order before the draft, but
yeah, he does.
They haven't done much with linebackers, et cetera, et cetera. We don't know what in the world is happening. And so maybe some of these players like Cedric Van Prengranger are going to be used as chess pieces during the draft. I don't know.
Right.
But I think it's a distinct possibility. Or maybe they're going to save him so that they can get Dexter Lawrence.
Hey, I'm with that as well.
Do they need
because I've seen center? Oh, great question. I don't know. I think the Giants need a lot, but that's a great question. I've seen somewhere that they want a first-round pick, and I mean, boom.
Fine, we'll give him a second. Pick. We'll throw in Cedric as well.
Yeah.
In a few drafts.
Where was he at in the draft? Do you remember where he was at in the draft? I can't remember where he was at.
I want to say draft 4th or 5th round. It wasn't early round.
Yeah, it wasn't early. Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a good possibility, John. And it's something that I think they should consider.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is that they would be negotiating for. Dexter Lawrence.
Absolutely, Dexter Lawrence. Let's move on to the NFL draft. So the NFL draft will be dropping soon. I think they're trying to make the schedule. Thank you. I think they're trying to make football 7 days off the week. I think they're trying to have 5th round. Thank you, John. I think they're trying to have the NFL on 7 days a week. Is that oversaturated? I don't know. I love football. I miss it when it's not on. But they're thinking about having a game right before Thanksgiving. I like it personally because I'm off, and I'm not a fan of college football, so I definitely would watch more of professional football than college football. So, did you know also? So prior to preseason, the teams would pick their preseason games. Now they're giving it back to the commissioner to pick, but the commissioner, so the teams pick one, and then the commissioner picks the 2. So the schedule, they're trying to do the preseason before they drop the schedule, because last time they dropped the preseason, and then maybe I think a week later they dropped the regular season games. So yeah, I'm excited about this.
I'm excited. But I'm not excited about something I just read before we came on the air. And that is that the NFL is now negotiating with YouTube for 6 standalone games.
Yes.
Okay. At what point do fans say they've had enough with trying to
Robyn.
YouTube? What are we doing? What are we doing?
This is a market. This is a business, and they're really. Did you look and see how many streaming services you need in order to watch football?
That's what I'm talking about.
This is crazy. This is insane. It's insane.
It's not, and the government is actually starting to look at this because they have an antitrust exemption.
Oh, really?
And so, yes, and the government is looking at this, going, "Wait a minute here. Aren't you supposed to be serving the fans in order to get this antitrust exemption? So if you're doing this and making it impossible for fans to spend less than $1,000 a year trying to chase streaming services, because this is the other thing. We'll put you on YouTube for this year, and next year we'll move it over to Netflix, and then we'll move it over to somebody else. And
Right.
the bottom line is, this is not in any way, shape, or form good for the fan.
I mean, I didn't have a problem with it being on just, was it Prime Video? I mean, I had an issue with it at first, and then it's in my package, so I didn't know it was free, so it's not really free. I'm paying for it somewhere. But, and then you got Prime, and then you got YouTube, and then you got something
Netflix.
else I can't remember. Netflix. Yeah. And then it's just like, okay, guys, hold on. Like, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Sandra said that's too much football. It is. I don't even know. And again, I'm a football fan. I'm gonna watch it, but for me to sit down and watch all these different streams because you want to make money, it's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. And by principle alone, it kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's like
you're taking advantage of us as consumers at some point. Totally. You know what I mean? It's just like, we're just like, now we're just like in the rat race, just like, okay. You know what I mean? It's just like,
if we're going to do it, we're going to have different streaming services so we can watch football. Even though they have the Sunday ticket, which they advertise. It's just, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And
did you hear that the commissioner now wants at least to have 16 international games. Thank you. International games.
Yeah.
16, Robyn.
16. We want to grow the audience to around the world, which is all well and good, but you talk to the players who are going to have to open their season in Australia this year.
Australia is a stretch. That's insane. I don't know. I don't think it's no more of what is good for the players. Now it's what is good for the economy, where we're growing this business. Now it seems like the players are just pawns in this thing, which, ultimately they are. So
insane. It's absolutely insane. And then they're talking about an 18th game and all this stuff.
Two bye weeks. Yeah.
I think that would be good. I think they should have 2 bye weeks now.
I thought they should have 2 bye weeks, me personally, but so when I was listening to Sal's house, or I don't know, Sandra said it was something else, but just go on Sal's thing and you can find it. They were talking about one of the games against Green Bay and how that could be a significant game for the Bills, because the last time Josh Allen played in Green Bay, he was a rookie. I didn't know that. I totally forgot that Josh Allen hasn't played in Lambeau. Right? He hasn't played in Lambeau.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we don't play that much there.
Right. So, and they were saying, would that be a standalone game? Would that be? It can't be a home opener game. Do you have a home opener game that a team that you want to see the Bills play?
The opener in a new stadium is going to be lit. Mm-hmm. And I think it would behoove them to make it a divisional game. Mm-hmm. Because that maybe the Miami Dolphins. I don't care about the Jets. That wouldn't be, the most exciting game in the world. The Patriots, that'd be exciting.
I would think it would be if they do it, I think it would be the Patriots, and I'm going to be mad as shit. I don't. Anytime we play them, I just get mad because I just don't like that team. But I don't know if I want to see. Get it out the way, kick their ass, and move on. So I'm with it. Yeah. Oh, John said so far the international games are on the NFL Network. Thank you, John.
So far.
Yeah.
Till they go to Netflix or whatever.
The
whole
It's
thing
just
is just
crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, it won't be
And
KC on Robert because KC's going to be playing in Australia. I believe they're opening in Australia.
yeah, they are. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
already been announced. So it
And I
won't
don't
be.
know if they would want to because I think with Casey and the network and everybody, they want Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes to play. And they want it to be a primetime game.
Yeah.
So if they can push that back, I just want y'all to go and listen to how the guy and their teams speak about teams and the matchups and what they look for, and because they were saying that Patrick Mahomes, they know he may not be ready at the beginning of the season, so they wouldn't want to put a Josh Allen and a Patrick Mahomes in the beginning of the season if he's not going to be ready. They want those eyes on on the game. And getting those eyes on the game is like Josh Allen is still like, maybe not number one, but he's still top up there when it comes to getting ratings and all that. So that's how they look at all of this stuff. So,
of
and
course.
yeah, so it was very interesting. And I listened to them because he's on every year and he comes on and he talks about the NFL schedule and what they think and how they think about it and what teams is doing well and why they have New England on so much because they own the rights. Like NFL Network owns the rights, ABC owns the rights. Like it's a lot of stuff that goes into it when it comes to us watching the fucking Patriots all the time. So yeah, don't get mad at me. But speaking of the Patriots, we're not going to do the music.
Patriots.
Yeah, we're not going to do the spill the tea music when it comes to the Patriots. But a lot of stuff that just went down with that head coach Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini. Like, talk about soap opera drama, baby. What in the hell? John,
well, I'm all for
the
this.
Ravens again. I hope not.
The distraction that this is going to provide, I hope we do see the Patriots. Wouldn't it be great if they opened on Monday Night Football in the new stadium against the Patriots? That'd be awesome because the Patriots are going to be distracted, folks. They're going to have distractions like they haven't had in a long time. Again, because whenever there's a controversy about things that are happening, why is it always around the Patriots? Why are the Patriots the ones that are always in the middle of this shit? I shouldn't be surprised. As far as what happened with Mike Vrabel and this sports reporter, I think that women in the workplace have been set back about 50 years in one fell swoop. And I'm not thankful for that. I think that this whole thing brings up questions now that need to be addressed, like, was there tampering going on with respect to AJ Brown and the Eagles? And how much, because she relentlessly was the only one reporter reporting on AJ Brown going to the Patriots. And so that begs the question. And in this age of gambling, you have to take all this stuff seriously. Tampering. Roger Goodell, where are you? Hello?
Yeah.
Because this is a big issue that has nothing to do with, and I could care less what they do with their private life. I don't care about what they do with their private life. I care about what's happening when it comes to the integrity of the game and the integrity of a professional journalist who is not supposed to be doing that sort of thing. Hello.
I don't care about your private life until you make it public. I don't care. Like, I really seriously don't care if they were doing locked hands, whatever. My only thing is this. I think if it was innocent and people are trying to say whatever, if it was what it was, her husband or his wife would have came out and said, nothing here. We were there. It's nothing. No one did that. No one is still doing that. She has gone on shows and make jokes about her husband. It's putting him in a different light. He could have came out and defended his wife. Nothing has been said.
Radio silence.
Silent.
And Sandra says Diana Rossini resigned. Yeah, she resigned. You know why she resigned? Because the Athletic probably came to her and said, okay, we've got your phone, but we won't look at your phone if you resign.
Yeah.
We won't look at it because we're not interested in knowing what the hell is in your phone. But you must resign. If you don't resign, we will look at your phone.
And all this stuff that she did on podcasts, on shows, is coming back to bite her in the ass. Like, she's looking like a hot mess.
She's a hot
some
mess.
Some of the stuff was, on her, but also you can tell it's just messy. It comes back to gender, and which I hate, because nothing's happening over here with him. And she's getting the grunt of it all. Like, morally, it was wrong. Look, you don't do certain things. Listen, if I seen that, if I'm at work and I pop up whatever, and I see my significant, what the? Hold on now. You said you was at the conference. Was you still at the conference when you were
at a hotel 120 miles away?
Right. And you're saying, well, my girlfriends was there. Okay, you're the only girlfriend there with Mike Vrabel, which your hand was on his own. Yeah, it's a lot. The picture says a lot.
And,
so.
Aside from and again, for me, the morality issue, I don't care. But professionally, I do care professionally as a woman. Okay, I'm retired now. But I remember I was back in the day when we fought like crazy for equality in the workplace. And people, you pull this shit, you send it back 50 years. Because
a lady did come out and say something.
The credibility of the Athletic is in question.
Yeah. It's not just her.
And female reporters now, how'd you get that story? To all the really good, wonderful, terrific female reporters that we have, I am so sorry you're going to have to deal with this shit.
Well, and that female reporter did come out
angry. She says, I'm not going to respond to anything because I don't want to give this any more oxygen. Honey, the oxygen is already there. Trust me.
Yeah.
And it's going to be there for a long time.
Yeah.
And you have no idea how much damage you have done and how much women will suffer in the profession because of what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You put yourself, and I don't care, even if the 1 out of a million chance that there wasn't anything hanky panky going on, bullshit. But even if there wasn't, the look, the optics matter.
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. It doesn't look good at all.
So I've said.
Yeah, but moving on to some not so much of a drama.
Happy. Like the Sabres.
The Sabres, 14 years straight, not making the playoffs, not sniffing it, not even sniffing. Last in the division in December 13th. But they were last in the division in December 13th.
Yep.
December 13th, they were bottom of the Eastern Conference. And then they slowly made their jump, and they won. How the freak you come from nothing to do a whole 360 and win? What is it, the Atlantic?
Yeah, they won the Atlantic Division. Second in the Eastern Conference.
That is insane. Robyn, talk to me, because Robyn gave me this hat for my birthday. Fashionably, I'm on. But listen, this is out my wheelhouse. Robyn, take it over.
It's my wheelhouse. It's been my wheelhouse. I am so excited for the city of Buffalo. I'm so excited for the Saberhood, as we're called, because we have suffered so long. And it's different than the way that we suffered in the playoff drought with the Bills. the Bills weren't always like the worst team in the league.
Right.
And we were for like 5 years, the worst team in the league. And
it was sad.
The suffering was immense. And now
where tickets were like $17.
Yes. and it's crazy. It's crazy what happened, because everybody wants to know, like, how did this happen? Why did this happen? What happened to the Sabres? Lindy Ruff happened to the Sabres for sure. He was a big part of this. But I also think that there was, from what I've heard and where I hear these things, I listen to After the Whistle with Craig Rousseau and Andrew Peters, and they sometimes get inside information sometimes, and they talk about what they hear. And what they heard was that one of the Sabres, cough, cough, Tage Thompson, apparently had a meltdown in a meeting with the entire team there, and he lost his shit. Lost his shit.
Okay.
And so allegedly they took it out of the meeting room into a leadership meeting, et cetera, et cetera. And the bottom line was, and they say this, that they really told Lindy, you have to back off, because Lindy was riding him too hard. And that's what made Tage lose his shit. And so,
really? Okay.
Yeah. And Lindy's old school. We remember when Lindy was the coach the last time around. I mean, he really rode on people. And young people today, they don't necessarily respond well to that kind of coaching. And so there was a meeting of the minds. And this is where I think, shut up anybody that wants to talk about anyone else for Coach of the Year. If you don't give it to Lindy Ruff, it's fixed.
Yeah.
Because Lindy actually sat back and listened to what the players had to say and changed his approach. He changed his approach. He let the players be the drivers of discipline, if you will. Okay. Right. Players have to be responsible to each other. Absolutely. And they became responsible to each other. And oh, by the way, guess what happened? They started winning. So the other thing that is kind of unfair in a way is all the crap that Kevin Adams had to take when he was basically the guy that put this team together that has made this turnaround. So we have to take our hat off to him, because Kevin Adams did the right thing. He put the team together. However, that does not mean he should not have been fired, because players had lost confidence in him. They did not like him. This is, again, all stuff that's been reported, allegedly. And I could see that, right? Like I could see that. And now the team has taken it upon themselves to be responsible for themselves. And they have a new general manager, Jarmo Kekalainen, who is just outstanding in terms of how he presents himself to the players. Because when he came on board, he basically said to the players, oh, we're going to start making you accountable for your stuff. So, yeah, he let it be known. If you don't play 100%, you're not going to be playing for this team. And I think that puckered a few buttholes and made the players kind of go, well, I'm going to be off this team if I don't get my poop in the group. So that's what happened. And this is what we've seen as a result of it. They win the Atlantic Division. They're going up against the Boston Bruins. Who knows when, because the NHL can't seem to get their shit together.
We do know it's Saturday, though. We do know it's Saturday.
Probably
keep your... Gotcha.
Probably I'm hearing 1 p.m. But we should not be having this discussion 48 hours before, like guessing when the game is going to be. Not a good look, NHL. Fix it. So they play the Bruins. And I'll leave with my thoughts about playing the Bruins. This is not going to be the cakewalk that some people think it's going to be. I keep reading this. It's going to inform it. No, and no. because this Bruins team has what it takes to beat the Buffalo Sabres in the first round. They do. Even though the Sabres have home field advantage or home arena advantage, and I think that that's important. It's critically important. This series is going to be everything. It's going to take everything the Sabres have to get it done.
I know when I did watch the Sabres, some of the Sabres game, because I am a wagon. I'm a fan that's just been, again, I was a Sabres fan when it was no go, stop watching. I got off. Now I'm back on. I'm truly that. I'm a hometown girl. I love to see my hometown team win. So that's where I'm at when it comes to Sabres. In that I'm rooting for them to win. I don't think it was going to be a sweep, but I do know this Sabres team is young and fast. What I did see, they are hungry. So I enjoy watching the Sabres now.
Yes. And that's the thing that I think people should walk away from this with. This season has already been such a screaming success that don't look at it as a total failure if they don't make it all the way through to the Stanley Cup Finals. However long they make it or they don't make it, this season has already been a success.
Absolutely.
It's already been a success. Next year, different story. I have big expectations for the team next year.
Not even that, Robyn. So coming off, it's just, I know this in Buffalo. Coming off that disappointing, season with the Bills, also too, you have a contender with the football team, and then going on the flip side, now you're going to hockey, another contender. Because you remember they joked and whatever because our lacrosse team was better than our hockey team. Now it's just an endless flow. You know what I mean? So it's just exciting. There's a
buzz in the city there hasn't been there for 15 years. It's awesome.
Yep. Now you can go down to the canal and watch the freaking Sabres.
Yes. It's amazing.
It's going to be fun. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Hopefully it's nice. I don't know. I haven't seen the weather, what it's supposed to be like on Saturday, but hopefully it's nice so people can go down and watch it outside, and it'll be exciting. Yeah. And even if it's not, the people are probably going to be down there regardless.
They'll be down there anyway.
Yeah,
it's Buffalo.
For sure. It is. Yeah, absolutely. But that's it, folks. That's all we got. We talked about hockey today. Love it. I love it. Go Sabres. But yes, for sure. Go Sabres. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Next week is the draft, right? Yes. We'll come on and talk about. I guess we'll come on and talk about some draft picks that we like. It'll be a short one, guys, because you know how we feel about the draft, and we'll hold our opinions till next week. We had a side conversation. Yeah, Dexter Lawrence. We had a side conversation about the draft and what we felt about the draft. But we'll put a pin in that until next week.
Next year, get back to me next year. That's a much better draft.
Get back to Robyn next year, okay? But anyway, guys, thank you again for tuning in. This has been Tea Time with Robyn. We are out. I am T. She is our Robyn. And always, can we do Go Bills or Go Sabres?
Go Sabres.
Peace, y'all. Oh, I didn't even do it. I'm late. I'm late. I'm sorry. I got to find it, guys. All right. Peace, y'all.